Years, big fan, Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlogs. Yo, shout out to Andre B. I see you, man. I just was posted it. I should have put it in like a set time on when I'm gonna start actually. But shout out to you. I see you in the chat early. Yeah, man, I'm glad you're here because you're a 76er fan, and when they talk about a fully healthy Ben Simmons, I definitely want to hear your take on it. But that's why we here. They saying that he's competing for the starting point guard position. Like what? I just seen the interview with Mikal Bridges. Barry was over here said that he was capping for Ben Simmons, but it seemed like it's true. I'm starting to hear the rumors. I'm hearing you know, Ben Simmons is healthy. We just spoke on this last stream. Just finished speaking on this last stream. Just finished. It was me, Leaf, and shout to Big Priest. They definitely fans that kept me on point about Ben Simmons, and we should be optimistic about Ben Simmons. And what do you know? What do I hear? It's on Gil's Arena for those who want to know. Cam Thomas on Gil's Arena right now? Oh, hell no. Shout to my guy, man, keeping me informed on my page. Oh, my God. This is the first interview I heard Cam Thomas was on. He on Gilbert's Arena, right? Nah, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this. Hold up. Let's get to it. What? Cam Thomas on Gil Arena? Nah. Y'all know I'm watching that. Y'all know I'm watching that. I can't believe that shit. I missed some of it. How I didn't know that this was coming on. What?
Do not do it. Do not fall for it. He goes, let me just see you try to hit from the 500, or whatever, from the men's tee, which is like 500 yards. Like and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll try. I know I can't. I know that's not in my game. It's gonna fuck up my whole swinging technique. So I just tried it. That's it. That's what happened. That's literally what that was. Me trying to hit the ball as far and hard as I can just to see. That wasn't even a part of the game.
There you go.
That was me just trying something. Almost like if somebody said to me, imagine we were shooting a 3-point contest or something, right? And we're in the midst of the competition. And you say, Miko, let me just see if you could try to make some 4-pointers. Just for shits and giggles. That's what that was. And it's fine. It's fine. I could.
But your form wouldn't change, though. You still hit the ball.
I am a brand new golfer. That's where I messed up at. I'm trying to swing my almost take my shoulder out because it's 500 yards. It was just me trying something.
So you think you would have hit the ball if you was hitting from the women's tee?
I did. After that, I did hit from the women's tee. That was me trying to hit from the men's tee. That's it.
All right. So look, basically what she's saying is from the yellow tee, right? From the yellow ones, the women's ones. She sucks, right? She can hit the ball sometimes.
No, that's not.
You move it back a couple more feet. For some reason, blue, she can't even hit the ball.
A couple feet. It's almost.
Did y'all know that she didn't actually hit the ball nowhere?
I did too, Gil. I did. Two different times. Yes, I did. You weren't recording me, remember?
I recorded. No.
You even said, I wish I was recording.
Recording the first because you missed the first two.
No, I didn't.
Went to the
Let's get to
setting the scoring record at Oak Hill. Brandon, your alma mater as well.
If we got an interview, trust me,
led the SEC in scoring as a freshman at LSU, and he's the youngest player in NBA history to drop 3 straight 40-point games. Cam Thomas, welcome to Gil's Arena. We got him.
All right, let's get it, y'all.
We're figuring it out right now. We're a black show. Here we come. We are a black show, so we have black issues. BET Plus on the way. Hey, we need to get this shit on Tubi.
Damn, Tubi?
Hey, we were Tubi. We need a black show on Tubi.
God, Lord. That is a bad.
Tubi is lit. I don't care what y'all talk about. Tubi making money.
Well, but they can't get it. That's like Miami and Memorial Day weekend.
Have you seen the one video of the dude who shot the bullet? Oh,
there you go.
Hey,
man, you can smile, man. God damn.
Nah, ain't shit funny.
You can't hear shit.
Can you hear us?
Ain't shit funny to him.
He's not.
Buckets.
Ladies and gentlemen, bear with us. Black show.
And they're supposed to get this shit right before we even get this nigga.
I'm glad it's a trial run because I got somebody that I want to have as a guest on there too.
We got at least the connection look good.
It does. He hasn't spoken yet. Say something.
What if he could hear us? He just not fucking with us.
Yo, can you hear us?
That's my guy.
We just not fucking with you, Gil.
Gil, fuck with him.
I heard something.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
I heard it.
Y'all gotta turn our shit up.
I heard it in there.
What's up, Cam? Can you hear us?
You can hear us. Yeah. So you gotta turn our mics up. Our speakers up.
We got to.
Man, y'all getting fired, man. That's why you fire white folks when you can. When you can fire white folks, you fire white folks, man.
Just do it in February. February 1st to the 29th.
Yes, stay here.
All right, so ask me a question.
So, Cam, what's going on, man? Still early in your career. You've shown what you're capable of doing when you get the opportunity. What are you focusing on this summer to get you right for next season?
Yeah, I'm really just focusing on, like, really just getting my body right, conditioning aspect of it.
Need to cut his phone up.
Turn your mic up, Cam, so we can...
No. It's not him. It's our speakers. They need to push it out here.
I said my shit loud as hell.
The chat can hear him. We just can't hear him.
Yeah, I can hear him on
I can hear you, Cam. Thomas. Talk your shit, Cam.
Hold on, Cam. Bear with us for 1 second.
We live, baby.
We're trying to get this thing right.
We live.
Ours need to come.
It's the first interview of Cam Thomas.
All right, go ahead, Cam. Sorry, I'm going to ask you again. What are you focusing on this summer to get right for the season?
Yeah, I'm just really just focusing on just getting my body right, condition aspect. I mean, obviously the on-court stuff is there. You know, we all hoop, but we just gonna keep working on everything. But really, just getting my body right and just being more like better shape, better condition.
For sure. Now, Gil, Cam, I know y'all got a relationship. Gil, early in your career, you weren't playing a lot, but made the most of your opportunities. What advice would you give Cam going into this season?
Yeah, me and Cam talked. I watched him before. Was it pre-draft? He was working out he was with moms, over at the district. And I just, loved the mindset, the work ethic, how he got his shot off. So I said he was going to be good. It's just, sometimes our careers don't start off the way, we want them to, but it's never about, in real time. You still got to work, train, be professional, because you don't know who's looking, right? You don't know what team is looking, what team needs what. So you still have to go out there and just get better, right? Sometimes we get into I did it myself, right? I got depressed. I wasn't playing. I'm looking at players play. I technically mentally gave up, physically gave up, and you can't do it, right? You just got to keep working and working and working. And when they call your name, you ready. Shit, when they called your name, you was ready.
Yeah.
We can't take that. You was ready.
Yeah. Had to be. Because we was like transitioning from like the super team to getting those guys out of there. Because that was when Kai got traded again, like the day after, and they got traded like 2 days after, trying to transition a little bit. So I was like, shit, I mean, they got to play me now. KD ain't playing, Kai ain't playing. So I'm like, hey, might as well go out there and kill.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that. You played with, obviously, KD and Kyrie, both future Hall of Famers. What did you learn from them about manipulating defense to be able to get buckets?
What up, Leif? I see y'all.
Yeah, really
I'm here. What's good?
Really, when my rookie year, K told me, just like always get closer to the hoop. Because sometimes, when you first come in, you take like long twos, long middies. And then he told me just, try to get in like the paint area to get to your middies, because it's always there, honestly. So he was start from inside out, because kids now they try to go three ball, then to the hoop. He will, because K got like old school
family, bro. Sure.
Middies, pull ups, and then he'll go out to three. Because K don't shoot a lot of threes for like everybody doing to get.
Gil weak ass get this nigga first.
That's really the main thing.
Yo, nah, bro. Hold it down.
Left hand, right hand.
I can't let you do that. Hold it down. Gil is the first famous person that I had an interview with, and it was on FYF Sports. He had pulled up to Gil pulled up to FYF, and he was talking. So I'm just on the internet, and I scrolled past. I seen it. I jumped on. I was with Gil, and I was talking to him. He was the first big sports media, to my knowledge, to speak highly about Cam Thomas.
I know that. But
hold on, he deserves the interview with Cam Thomas, bro. Trust me, he's seen him work out.
I mean, bro, nah, that's all said and good, bro. We all know, everybody up in here know Gil is a fucking goofy, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
nah,
So
but he
Breezy,
actually he got a
Lee,
relationship with him.
fellas,
He used to
what
see
did
him
I
and his
miss?
moms together. Like he used to actually see him. Like he don't know him through the internet. He used to see him in the
he
gym
seen him.
playing
He seen
basketball.
him.
You know what I'm saying?
He seen him.
Seen him hooping. So
I remember that. No, I mean, but I'm just talking about just Gil individually, bro. Like everybody know Gil is a goofy. But I'm gonna get off that. Priest, what happened, bro?
So I was just asking y'all, what did I miss so far?
But I was waiting for actually all of y'all because, especially Big Priest, because this whole.
I was waiting. You was late, so I had to go do something real quick.
No doubt. RJ took me for that shit too. But when I did it, I was sad. I gotta just be more appropriate when the time specifically. But I did it as soon as I seen it. I just jumped on like, yo, I'm gonna definitely do a live today. But I wanted to get through this to see what he says about Ben Simmons. If he mentions Ben Simmons, and if they're gonna ask him if he's gonna be in the starting lineup in just about minutes and where his career is gonna go. This is the first interview outside of a post-game interview that I see of Cam Thomas. This is the very first one. So I'm definitely just trying, watch this, and then I'm trying to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
All right, facts.
Yeah, definitely.
And he got everything, literally everything. So it's like, I learned so much from them, and they really helped me in my career so far.
So let me piggyback on that. So you believe that KD and Kai helped you become a better player, just watching them, being around them, even that what you just said, that little bit of information that KD, did that help you become a better player?
Oh no, I mean, really just, it's just good info to know about the league because coming in, you don't really know too much about the league. Really, not really prepared. Really, especially when I came in, it was like COVID year, so it wasn't really like a whole lot of like runs in the summer. It was just like working out and stuff. I didn't really have a real off season, so I went straight from summer league. We played summer league into like training camp, damn near basically. So it was like I didn't really have a chance to prepare for the season like how I wanted to. But really, just definitely get good info. So that's probably the main thing I take from him.
Yeah. So basically, thank you for the info, but I'm him.
Yeah.
He tried to set it up.
Rejected again. Who got rejected? No. Who got rejected?
He
tried to come in with the back slide. He said the information. What's the information?
But he had to go do the work.
What's the information?
You went to go do the work, right? You had to go put in on your own game, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did the information help you do that? Did the information help you?
It's the same.
No, he was built.
He's been doing this. What is the same? What is the same?
All right, I got a question. So how was your experience at Oak Hill, and also your top, your starting five ever out of Oak Hill?
Oh, went out. Say that again.
I said, so tell me about your experience at Oak Hill. You went there a different time than I did, and also your starting five at Oak Hill ever.
Yeah, the sound went out.
Sound went out?
Cam, can you hear me?
Yo, can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me?
Nigga Gil got fucked up switches.
Yo,
he gotta fix his speakers, man.
Yo, Cam, can you hear us?
Kidding me? Like, damn,
Come on, Gil. Gil, you gotta clean this shit up.
Come on, man. I wanted to hear him answer that question.
I wanted them to answer that question too, bro.
All right.
Y'all here bullshit.
Okay. Cam, can you hear us or no?
No. Why you ain't got no key,
Nope.
bro?
Clearly.
Yeah, man.
All right, well let's try and figure that out. Again, Black Show. Tubi's finding.
Come on.
Call your card.
Tubi watching like,
We had it right to Tubi.
Say this first.
Gil's Arena.
No, we're not gonna find that on the blacks. The blacks get
Dominantly Black Show.
It's the whites that's over there. They're trying to hold us down.
Stop it.
We're being great. They wouldn't do this to Skip Bayless.
What kind of fuckery is this, man?
That's crazy.
Nuts.
He said the blacks.
That's it.
Yo, what kind of
Can you hear us
fuckery
yet?
is this, man?
Can you hear us yet, Cam?
Cam, like, man, I'm about to go to practice. Y'all niggas wild.
Ladies and gentlemen, Skills Arena show is live. As always, let me remind you, it's brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. If you have not done so already, go out and download the app. Use promo code Gills Arena. We can get better Wi-Fi. If you go to the Underdog Fantasy app and you use promo code Gills Arena and we get enough sign-ups, we can get better Wi-Fi. We can bring y'all better quality interviews. We get the audio right. But we're working on it right now. But just amongst yourselves,
yeah, fast forward something. Maybe you get back to Cam.
Oak Hill. Just that lineage, stepping in, and what have you seen from when you were there to now?
Get to what Cam was
I just visited Oak Hill about probably like 2 years ago. I mean,
I just pulled up to the crib. I told you Gil was on some bullshit, bro. Then I told you.
Yo, that was
Man,
wild.
take it off, man.
To give him the benefit of the doubt.
Nah. Real rap. Hold up. Tell Priest what the fuck Mikal Bridges was saying in that interview that I picked up on, and I know niggas heard it because he mentioned, he was like, yo, if you getting 40 points and winning it, and then you getting 40 points and losing, bro, tell me that's not a shot that every nigga up in here that was watching and heard on my voice, tell me that's not a shot at Cam Thomas. Because I know, bro,
I don't think, see, I'll put it like that. I think because a lot of his answers was talking about himself. He had a couple 40 burgers that we lost too. So I don't think that would be a shot at Cam when he did the same thing.
Bro, see?
So I can't just sit there and say that he talking about Cam Thomas. He gave Cam Thomas much respect.
Exactly.
But
you can go look at his numbers. He had a couple 40, like he had a 40-point game versus the Knicks we lost. He had and I remember, I think it was like one more. So when he's saying that I'm trying to focus on winning, I'm trying to do that when he was talking about expanding to his game as well, doing the things that it takes to win, because he realizes that he's going to be the guy. So I'm not taking that as no shot at Cam Thomas. Mikal knows he's going to be the guy.
Look at Quake O'Donnell comment. Quake O'Donnell even agree with that. He was talking about himself. So that's just 2-1. I mean, so.
Here's the thing I was trying to get at when we last streamed. I was trying to get at the whole point. I'm like, Mikal, knowing that he's gonna be ushered into that spot, that he's in that spot as the go-to. The thing is, when you start thinking about it, like in the way that interview was going, you start thinking about the niggas that you want to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like the niggas that's gonna help your game. Because when Ben Simmons' name came up, you seen how laughy and smiley he got and shit when Ben Simmons' name came up. Yo, I'm about to play.
Because Ben Simmons is a natural playmaker.
Right. Exactly. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is, bro, like certain styles of players, bro, like when you like ushered into that spot that Mikal is getting ushered into, certain type of players, you know who you want to be out on the court with. You know what I'm saying? So he'll definitely
hold on. I see where you're going with this. And again, I can't find a better fit for $2 million. You know, all of these players again. You was just vexed yesterday about how Jaylen Brown getting all this bread, looking at all his efficiencies, and then
and if we did that trade, we would have had to pay him.
Right. So let me. Just
but we wouldn't have had to pay him $300 though.
Right, but still, at the end of the day, you get a player. We the ones winning as a ball club, as fans, with having Cam Thomas only for $2 million. When it comes down to signing him again, let's call it what it is. He's not getting no veteran minimum, no way. They're gonna pay him the bag. Did you hear how he was talking about KD? He talking about KD like, yo, yeah, thanks for the information, but you know, I got things to do. Like he want his own legacy. He not riding nobody's coattail. He's here to win, bro. I'm telling you, I wanted to see this interview, and they cut it short. But from what I got,
they cut it short. But listen,
hold on. What I got from this interview, Leaf, is the fact that Cam Thomas, he said, yeah, they gotta play me now when KD and Kyrie left. As in, yeah, of course, y'all not gonna give me minutes over KD and Kyrie, but you know, I think he, without saying, he felt like he deserved minutes even when he was next to KD and Kyrie.
Yeah. I think he was taking a shot at Jack Rondo.
What do you mean? How?
When KD and Kyrie left, you said you gotta play me. That's a shot at Jack.
You know what the thing about that is too, and a lot of coaches have this thing about them, right? A lot of coaches would rather go with veteran guys than young guys, especially when the team needs you to win.
Bro, he's the only one scoring though.
He not when all the people came in. Not when all the people came in from the trade, he wasn't. So
Bro, he was the best scorer, bro, when everybody left.
Who was the best scorer? Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
that's a bit of a stretch saying he was the best scorer
I
on the
think no.
team.
All right, so let's take it there.
Priest, you hit it right on the money with the veterans, bro. But like you left something out conveniently. They paid the front office and upstairs. They gave Jock Vaughn the money. That means Jock Vaughn he gonna do what we want him to do. So as soon as we bring these players in, from that trade at the deadline, Cam Thomas or no Cam Thomas, bro, we playing them, and Cam Thomas, all right, yo, if he on the back nine, he was never part of the plan. He was never part of the plan, bro.
Not the immediate plan, Leaf.
Yeah,
not the immediate plan.
Right, exactly. And
because while we were playing for a so-called championship, right? And call it what you will. When you got Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving on your team, you're supposed to be playing for a championship. So you're not going to play the younger guys. And then also, Jock Vaughn, we got to remember, is a defensive-minded coach. So he's going to play guys based on their effort on that end of the floor. That's why. But the whole problem I had with that is, this is the problem I had with that. Yeah, Joe Harris gives more effort on defense to Cam Thomas, but he's terrible at it.
I mean, hold on. All right, so hold on. Let me just read this comment because he said, "Quick
for the money that we was giving him, he was terrible." Yeah,
he was going to play because of the money. That's another thing you will realize.
Right,
Patty Mills, we signed him to that deal. We're gonna play him.
This is why this comment by Kwaku Ghana makes so much sense. Look, Bridges probably knows the team will be better by committee, ball movement and sharing it, and Cam Thomas playing that type of offense. Maybe a Jordan Clarkson roll off the bench would be good. Now, I agree with that because Joe Harris, Patty Mills, and Seth Curry was the closest to getting points off of the bench like a Jordan Clarkson. Right. That being said, we made the right move by not having them there and having Cam Thomas there. He can do that, and he could play next to Cam Thomas. Like I illustrated last night on last night's stream. He could play in the center, like where the key at, right in the middle, or above that where the 3-ball at. And if he doing that, then he could make sure that Mikal Bridges ain't getting doubled. You can't double Cam Thomas, and he could run the pick and roll, which is one of how the NBA, you know what I'm saying, uses one of the better offenses in the NBA is utilizing that pick and roll. He could run the pick and roll with Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and Day'Ron Sharpe players off the bench. He could run the pick and roll with Nick Claxton. Like he could run the pick and roll. So that being said, I think if Cam Thomas is going to get minutes, he runs the pick and roll better, and he stops Mikal Bridges from getting double. You can't.
You know what? And I got a statement. I got a statement to make that's going to mess everybody's head up in here, bro. If we come into this year, bro, and Jalen Wilson is getting more minutes than Cam Thomas, bro, how y'all feeling about that? Because
that's not going to happen.
The direction.
I like Jalen Wilson.
Before y'all answer that, the direction that our team is going in is wingspan, more size, more height, and more guys that's going to get after it on the defensive end.
But we need playmakers.
So answer me this. If Jalen Wilson gets more minutes than Cam Thomas, bro, this Cam Thomas experiment, everything that we spitting is over.
I don't even think that's going to happen.
Right. But
Jalen Wilson or Clowney is going to be in the G League. If you're talking about Whitehead, because they clearly see something in Whitehead that they like. So if you're talking about Whitehead, maybe, but Cam Thomas is going. I feel like we'll see a lot early in the season as far as Cam Thomas is concerned.
I put it to you this way: if Whitehead is not healthy, those minutes that was supposed to go him is probably going to go to Jalen Wilson because they liked everything he was doing. That's probably
But you got to remember too.
One rookie is going to be.
They brought in Lonnie Walker and all them guys. You should be talking about them as far as getting Cam minutes, not these rookies.
But all right,
I would say DSJ. DSJ probably got more of a shot of getting that. But here's the thing. With all of these new additions, bro, and everything that we ran in the prior season, somebody is going to get benched, and somebody ain't going to like it. That's
but I'm not sure it's going to be because these guys we brought in are role players by their, that's been their whole thing. Right. So when you're talking about a guy like Cam Thomas, who's had some longevity with the team. Until Coach Vaughn, I mean, he either doesn't play him or say that he's not going to play him, you got to just kind of take this stuff with a grain of salt. We're going into the training camp where we're going to get to see how everybody is performing with one another. So I'm not going to say that Jalen Wilson ain't going to, or excuse me, that Cam Thomas is not going to get minutes, because I don't know that to be a fact. So all I'm doing is saying the guys that I know they're trying to build around is Mikal, Cam Johnson, and probably Ben Simmons until we see something different. So that leaves plenty of minutes for Cam Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta and him in a 6-man role works better anyway, because defensively he's gonna be guarding the second unit guys, and he's gonna be going against second unit guys offensively. So him averaging 15 plus off the bench is not far fetched. So I think that he can settle into that role, and I think his big thing is just getting minutes. It's guys that made great careers. James Harden was a 6-man for a time when he was younger. You know what I'm saying? Manu Ginobili, a Hall of Famer,
was a 6-man right away. He was the 6-man getting starter minutes right away for like a team.
He was getting
really
more minutes down the stretch in the fourth quarter, but he wasn't getting starter minutes in the first 3 quarters.
Right, but also I just hold on. I want y'all to be attentive to pay attention to the stat. Again, more, let's say 7 out of 10 games that Cam Thomas started. He didn't start a lot of games, but if he's that first, if he is the 6th man, those first quarters, we win those first quarters like 9 times out of 10. I don't know the exact stats. So what I'm saying is, you want to put him in early in the game. You want to give him minutes. And again, while I got your head, that's why I asked y'all, you know what I'm saying, to pull up, because Ben Simmons is healthy. You know what I mean? And he's going to be in a rotation. But I think his minutes I don't think he plays 30 minutes or more. I think he plays 30 minutes or less. I think.
Well, you said Ben Simmons?
Yeah. You didn't hear the reports of Ben Simmons being healthy?
Yeah, I heard the reports, but my thing is like with all the rehab and the training camp, man, I'm like, if all the rehab in the off season and all the training camp, he not gonna be able to play 30 minutes. Who gonna we got to stack? Don't get me wrong, we got a lot of guards. We guard heavy. We guard and wing heavy. The only thing that we don't have a lot of is bigs. That's the reality of the situation, bro. The only thing that we do not have a lot of is 4s and 5s. That's what we don't have. So my thing is like a lot of these players is gonna be like Coach J Vaughn got a big task, but because listen, somebody that's supposed to be a good help to our team, whether it's Cam Thomas, whether it's Lonnie Walker, whether it's DSJ, whoever it may be, somebody is not going to be getting the minutes as desired. Somebody. I think we can all agree on that.
Hold on. This is Shams reported just a minute ago. It say USC's Bronny James has been discharged from the hospital and is home resting after being treated for sudden cardiac arrest at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, where he arrived fully conscious, neurologically intact and stable. That's the statement right there. That's the official statement.
Okay.
So God bless, man. He home.
God bless him. God bless the Bronny and the family and everything. But I think getting back to my point about like the rotations, I think we could all agree, no matter who we signed, no matter who we been had, no matter who we drafted, bro. Somebody on the 12-man roster, bro, is gonna be sitting there waiting their turn, bro. I think we could all agree on that. But
I think it's more so the new guys than the guys that are already there.
I mean, yeah, I understand that, but based on the way that Coach J Vaughn coached, it's a high possibility that Cam Thomas could be the odd man out again.
But we have to acknowledge that. Like, all right, so
I can acknowledge that, but at the same time, I think we got to look at how the team views him as well. So if his teammates are seeing something, I think the coaches will be seeing the same thing. So I'm not as sold on.
Let's call it what it is. With the roster without Cam Thomas, how many points we putting up a game? I mean,
roster without Cam Thomas.
Yeah, like how many points we putting up as the Brooklyn Nets? because we obviously saw the ball more with Cam Thomas in the game. And he definitely going to give a shot creation, because when the last time you even see what this team look like without, look, you got to realize, Dinwiddie getting assists if DFS is knocking down the street. Joe Harris is the reason why Dinwiddie was looking like that with the assists. So we got to rely on, for offense, Dinwiddie for DFS. Right, I'm saying all that to get to the fact that Cam Thomas can create points, bro. And we've been having a defensive style coach. We need a player like Cam Thomas. If it ain't him, we're gonna need somebody else to go in.
Here's the thing, Breeze. You left out one thing. You left out the Ben Simmons factor that Priest was putting us on the whole time, and now we find out he's fully healthy. So that's one. You left that factor out.
No, I'm saying he's gonna get 30
Ben
minutes.
Ben is a point guard.
I think he get 30 minutes.
I understand that, but the thing is, when Ben is pushing the pace, whoever's the hitter or whoever got the hot hand, that's what it's mostly gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It might be Mikal coming off of back screens. It might be Cam Johnson spotting up. It might be Nick Claxton getting run out layups and run out dunks, man. Like whoever it might be. I'm saying us as a unit. This is how we're gonna get going, bro. Like our thing is like with Ben Simmons, Nick Claxton, and all of the defensive length that we have. Our thing is to create more fast break and more open court opportunities. That way to limit the damn half court opportunities. So that way we won't have to feel like we need Cam Thomas in the situation to be like, yo, go get us a bucket. That's what all I've been saying, bro. And that's sort of what the idea of the coaching staff, what they have in mind, as opposed to more half court sets.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I mean, we're going to get out and run.
You can tell me I'm wrong, bro.
Right,
I think they want to go in that direction.
Right, but no, I hear what you're saying. But again, I feel like it's an 82 game season, and two things can be true. You know, it can be what you said and what I said. You know, I don't think as a coach you go into the game plan and you don't have no audibles, no adjustments during the whole entire season. Maybe you start away, but you find a way to play Cam Thomas. You give him minutes and you let defenses know that you cannot double Mikal Bridges. And I ask, because we know Dinwiddie is not that much, known for knocking down the three ball like that. So who else besides Cam Thomas can stop defenses from doubling Mikal Bridges? That is the value of Cam Thomas.
I think honestly, like you know what I see for this team, and the coaches probably don't see it. I see Ben Simmons pushing the pace for the starters, and for the bench, I see DSJ pushing the pace for the bench. That's what I see, because we was missing tempo pushers. This is what I said the whole last year. We don't got nobody that's gonna push the pace. Everything has been slowed down because Dinwiddie like to dribble the air out of the rock.
But this is what I'm saying.
We got those players.
This is what I'm saying. Cam Thomas is the player that can make sure you don't double Mikal Bridges. Bro, he's gonna make sure you don't double Mikal Bridges.
Like, nah. See, the thing is, you talking.
Shout to the pull up. What up? What's good?
You talking them on the same court at the same time. I'm not thinking about that, bro. I'm thinking, he's gonna help the second unit for sure if he has somebody that could push the pace and run. Think about when he was out there with Ed Sumner. Ed Sumner grabbed the rebound and
Cam Thomas can push the pace. What you mean?
No. But the thing is, you don't want him pushing the pace. You want him to get in scoring motion. That's what he had his best. You want
he
DSJ
attacked
to push
the
the pace.
Basket. He put pressure on the rim. He's scoring from the old school.
One thing we forget too
and three balling everything to him. This is why I like Cam Thomas more than probably a lot of these favorite players. Is because he didn't abandon the mid-range game. He's Picasso there.
I like him too. I like him too. But the thing is, when he's out on the court, everything is to make his scoring opportunities much easier. The same as you do it for Mikal. The same plays you run for Mikal when he in the starting lineup with Ben Simmons is the same shit you run off the bench when a Cam Thomas was in there with a DSJ who liked to push the pace. And he basically a downhill player. He's the downhill player that I was talking about.
One thing we're forgetting, guys, too, is that when Ben Simmons was healthy, he led the league in open 3-point creation. Like, he led the league in open 3-pointers that he's creating. So when you got Cam Thomas, if he's working on it, because he has to work on this catch and shoot game. He has parts of his game he needs to work on, basically.
Yes.
So with Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas, Mikal, that's still decent or very good shooting on the outside, especially wide open looks. So that's one thing we got to think about as well. So they're going to use him in that. That's why do you think Nick Claxton been working on his corner three? You see what I'm saying? All of this stuff, if you look at it deeply, all this stuff starts to come together.
Well, hold on. Let's. I'm glad you said that, Big Priest, because let's just look at the time span that the Brooklyn Nets invested into Nick Claxton to what he is today. You know, we got the first time we got a real good look. You know, we got 3 seasons of Nick Claxton not even really playing no basketball for real. And we all, as fans, wanted to see Nick Claxton play basketball. Maybe Cam Thomas is going through that same kind of thing, where he is going to get the playing time the same way Nick Claxton did. What y'all feel about that?
I think that's a possibility, but I think with the coaching, I think he just want him to improve on some things, which is fair. You know what I'm saying? We can't just look at it as fans. We want to see the guy play because he can get points, but as a coaching scheme, as a schematic thing, you don't want the ball to be, kind of the same way with Dinwiddie.
Y'all want to do this? Y'all want to do the rotation? And I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm asking you though. Y'all want to do this rotation?
I would love to do the rotation.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's do it right now. I like to do it 1 to 10.
Yeah, all right. So 1 to 10. All right, y'all first. I'll go last.
All right, 1 to 10. So obviously, let's see. We're gonna go with Claxton. What's it? Cam Johnson, Mikal. I'm gonna go with Ben Simmons, and I'm gonna go with DFS in the starting lineup. And then off the bench, I'm going with DSJ. I'm running this rotation off the bench. I'm running DSJ. I'm running Cam Thomas. Who else I'm running? I'm running Royce O'Neal. I'm running damn, who's I backing for? I'm running Dayron. I'm running Dayron, and if he gets on the main roster, I'll probably run Jalen Wilson as well. So that's my 10. I'm running off the. Oh, no, Baisley. No, I won't run Baisley.
Darius Baisley blocking the most perimeter jumpers. That's
Baisley. Because Baisley out there for some wingspan, bro. Like I think Baisley at like the sweet 4 spot off the bench, or like the sweet 3 spot off the bench. He'll be the guy. So that's my 10-man rotation.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Big Priest.
My starting lineup is still the same. Like I said, till I hear something different, it's gonna be Dinwiddie, Ben, Mikal, Cam, and Nick. Off the bench, I'm gonna have Dennis Smith Jr., Cam Thomas, Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal, and Dayron Sharp as of right now, until we get a serviceable big. So
yeah, now I'm with you. I got Clax at 5. I got Cam Johnson at 4. I got Mikal Bridges at 3. I got Cam Thomas at 2, and I got, I guess, Ben Simmons at 1. I got Ben Simmons at 1, and at 5, I got that. Hopefully, we sign the Gardner and he makes it to the team. But if he don't, I got DFS at 5 for sure, just because we don't know what's gonna happen with Gardner. I got DFS at 5. I got Baisley at 4. I got Royce O'Neal at 3. At 2, I got Armani Brooks, and at 1, I got DSJ. No. At 2, I got Armani Brooks or Lonnie Walker. I got Lonnie Walker there. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got Lonnie Walker there, and I'll put Armani Brooks there just because, like, fuck it, like he a shooter. You got to guard him. You leave him open, it's over with.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So that's my 10. Hold on, I want to get through this. I want to ask y'all too how y'all feel. They say the Nets got to. Y'all know this already, and y'all. Oh, we all agreed that we're gonna be over 39 wins. We agreed to that, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be over 39.
I think it's over under 37.5 now. I would take the over. I might want to go put that bet in.
I would take the over 37.
Yeah, I might want to put that bet in right now.
I think we could for sure make it to 40, but like it's like it depends on.
Yeah,
it really depends.
I don't see us. I think we can for sure make it as a 500 team.
To me, it depends on what I reckon. Which I like, but listen, y'all think we gonna be to about 40 wins come All-Star break?
No.
Okay. If we ain't
But
at
I
40
think we
wins,
can end the season at 500 or better.
if we ain't at 40 wins at All-Star break, I don't know how we making a play. I don't think we making a playoff. We may make the play in for sure, but
we got to think about it. Outside of them top 3 teams, for real, it wasn't that many. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
outside of Boston, Philly,
teams,
and Milwaukee.
But the top 3 teams ain't really the top 3 teams, man. Like Philly is digressing. Like listen, James Harden is about to put on a fat suit and get up out of there. We know that. That's still. I don't think that's still a team that we could beat anyway, bro. Because Reed bullied us.
If it's just with our roster right now,
right?
And I think Ben Simmons want to give Philly something. You know what I'm talking about? So with our roster right now, I feel like we can most definitely, you know what I mean, hang with them dude. Nick Claxton was giving goddamn Embiid work.
It, Barry. Like, what you mean? Like, yo, we gonna have
Simmons is gonna average 0.0.
So then he'll be similar to you, because you don't average shit either. You know what I mean?
You can check the highlights. Check my highlights. Yo, Breezy, show him the highlights. Show him the highlights of me.
You playing the NBA?
Nah. What he basically saying is Ben Simmons is not gonna step on no Philadelphia court.
Thank you.
He don't got to step on the Philadelphia court. He can still get them in Brooklyn. We kind of, you know what I mean?
Well, he ain't gonna play.
His hatred of Ben Simmons is cool. I mean,
yo, hold on.
Apparently,
let me just defend Ben Simmons, just cause I can't have. You know, it was funny when KD
that dude played for the Nets.
KD
so
not on the team, so I can't give you that immunity to just talk about Brooklyn Nets players like that.
Bro, but Bruce, you was the same one said Ben Simmons is trash. But okay.
Yeah, I said that, but when I said that to other Nets fans, and when he wasn't a 76er fan, but you were when he was a 76er player.
Last summer you said you wanted Ben Simmons traded.
Bro, but
now you're switching your words? Oh, okay.
Bro, switching my words. 20 minutes ago, they just said Ben Simmons is healthy and gonna compete for to point guard, starting point guard.
Bro, you said you never wanted him on the team.
I never wanted him on the team because I knew that.
But he on the team now. It don't matter whether we wanted him there or not. Right. He there now.
Exactly.
So
look,
his highlights is gonna be him in fashion. So
I'm gonna clean this shit up because Barry is not on the optimism side of this, bro. Like
because he's not a fan of the team, so why he don't have to be optimistic?
I understand that, but at the same,
I'm not a fan of Ben Simmons.
But at the same time,
you're not a fan of the Nets either.
But at the same,
so why are you talking on Nets business?
At the same time, why are you talking on that? But at the same time with Ben Simmons, bro, like with this situation, and I'm being more delicate about it, man, because Priest had me drawing up my percentage and believability that Ben Simmons to play to like 25%. Now I'm at 48%. I'm at 48%, bro, because he said you're welcome. I'm at 48% because I'm seeing progress get made, and the thing is, what I'm learning more and more about Ben Simmons is he's a pat on the back type of player. If you ain't patting him on the back, bro, he ain't gonna do shit for you. If you coming down on him, and you telling him it's his fault and this, that, the third, bro.
So what all are we hearing from the teammates, Leaf? Everything we're hearing from Dinwiddie.
Pat on the back shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Pat on the back shit.
So what? He a fan that he want a player that wants support. I
understand that. I understand
and a lot of these guys are like that. We got to stop acting like this new AAU age where these dudes ain't, you know what I mean, getting snatched out of teams if the coach come down on them type shit. You know what I mean? These kids is growing up that way now. I didn't grow up that way.
All right, look,
Priest, let me ask you. Y'all see this fan list? This is hilarious. We up number one.
So the Knicks is last. Priest, let me ask you this, bro. Like, is Cam Thomas like that?
Cam Thomas.
I don't know.
Cam Thomas a pat on the back player?
No.
Cam Thomas. I know one thing: we was winning games, and Cam Thomas wasn't playing. He had his head down. So you tell me.
I ain't gonna lie. Cam Thomas, I think he's serious about his NBA career, and he don't want the coach to be comfortable not giving him minutes. And maybe
that's
he might
cool, and
be
that's
put
all
on
well and good. But at
right.
the
But
same
maybe
time, we have to be realistic too, right? So,
right.
and if
Yeah,
anybody else did that, we'd come down on them. You see what I'm saying? And that's my only point about it. If somebody else, like for instance,
all right, go ahead.
it like for instance, if when Draymond Green got benched during that finals run and he put his head down and started acting crazy, we'd be like, man, Draymond Green, he ain't about the team, he ain't about winning. That's just a fact.
Nah, I
But
feel what you're saying, but I disagree to an extent because I feel like Cam Thomas have shown that he's professional, especially hearing Gil speaking to Gil one-on-one and hearing him discuss how
let me
Cam
clean it
Thomas
up
work
because I don't
ethic
want
is.
nobody to think I'm anti-Cam because I'm not. I'm
No,
one
no,
of
no,
his biggest. I want to see
I'm
him
not
on the court,
right. No,
but I was
I'm
just
not
saying
saying.
that
No, I'm
I
saying
don't.
that his work ethic. It's not like
Yeah,
he's just,
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying. He's somebody that you know what I mean.
I
Feels
want
like
to see
I need
Cam
to
on the
focus
court
on
too, but here's
playing
the
right
thing.
now.
Here's the thing about the I'm him, the quote unquote I'm him mentality. The I'm him mentality, it comes with more individuality, and then it comes with it then unifying, bro. Because here's the thing is, if you're not doing or saying the things about Ben Simmons as the same if you're not doing the same things about Ben Simmons that the players like Dinwiddie and Mikal and all of them guys are saying, as opposed to like Cam Thomas, you mentioned he putting his head down. Like these are little things that people will pick up on. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? In terms of where you stand for as in terms of unity and being with the team. You
Yeah,
want
because
like
people said the
you know
same
like
thing about
because when
Russ.
you because when you keep saying you him or you like you going off this I'm him mentality, we could read it in behavior. We could read it
yeah.
in how you
But
move.
hold
We could
on.
read
But
it
what
in how
about?
you play.
I mean, look at the interview that we just watched. We only seen him on a 5-minute interview, if that. And he
Right.
just said, when I got to the league, KD was helping me figure this and that, and
Mm-hmm.
just going over just the ins, the do's and don'ts of being in the NBA. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he drew to them and gravitated towards them for stuff like that. So I feel like as a young guy, you don't want to peg him too early. You don't want to put a stain on his jacket and just hold him there like, oh, he can't leave there unless he's waving the babies and running for mayor. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that fan
That's
to hold him
true.
against him. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
true.
let these 18-year-old players, they 18-year-old, and no
19,
matter
yeah,
how much PR
20.
they got, they not gonna be perfect. You
Right,
know
right,
what I'm
right. Yeah,
saying?
I agree with that. I think
I
I
agree
think
with
as
that.
a young guy,
They're not
but
gonna
all I
not
was talking
yeah,
about
go ahead,
was
go
the
ahead.
AAU
Mentality.
mindset of a lot
Yeah.
of these guys, and it's not everybody. So I can't. But a lot of they got, for instance, with LaMelo, when his high school coach tried to come down on him and they took him to play in another country. You think if the Charlotte Hornets coach was coming down on LaMelo, he wouldn't ask for a trade? That's just the kind of stuff like I'm talking about. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
Yeah.
true.
So
What up,
so
Ice? I see you.
when we talking about these guys, we got to think about it in that fashion too. So sorry, there's some guys, and I was in charge of a lot of guys when I was in the service. So it was some guys that was pat on the back guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That you couldn't come down on them, or you couldn't crush them, or they won't show up for you. And there was
Right.
some guys that you can yell at them, scream at them, cuss at them. You know what I mean? It's just different type of
Yeah.
personality. So I'm not going to be hard on Ben if he one or the other. You know what I'm
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
saying?
No, no, no. I understand that, but here's the thing. When you leading men, when we all trying to unify and come together, bro, like we all got to understand our assignments and what we got to do and how we got to pick each other up. You know what I'm saying? When one of us get knocked down, they're like that's the whole thing about like
But
this
so hold
all
on. What about what I
this
said about Jack Vaughn having the loudest voice in the huddle?
yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
you
no, no,
don't
no.
look for the
I
leadership
understand
in
that,
these young guys. Sometimes they ain't built like that to be leaders that young. I mean, that's part of their maturity in their career. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Where they become leaders and they don't just start like that. You know what I mean?
this is this and you know what? I'm glad you said that because this is why I like Jalen Wilson so much. Those 3-4 years of college, that shit helped because
Right.
you getting yelled at by like in college, the coach run everything. And you
Mhm.
getting yelled at every time you come on the sideline if you play for Kansas if you play for UConn, if you play for, they run everything. So you used to getting yelled at, and you used to manning up and holding your chin high and help being responsible. And the
But
other
them
guys
them
around
guys
you got
don't
to be
go to college
responsible
no more
too.
though. That's the
But look,
problem too.
But that's what
I
we've
feel
been
you.
drafting. We ain't been drafting no freshmen because we ain't had no high picks. I like
Right.
the way we've been drafting in terms of, all right, yo, we looking for character guys and meaningful guys because everybody could play. That's how they got to the NBA.
But we don't
Right,
know
but
if
hold
Cam
on,
Thomas was the guy that the Nets wanted. That was the guy that KD wanted.
Right, hold on. Let me just let's stay there with everything y'all just said collectively. I'm trying to stay on the same page with y'all. Because y'all said a lot. Shout to y'all, man. They shout to Leaf, shout to Big Priest, they holding the panel down. When it to me gels, like when it gels together, it does because of the coach having the biggest voice. Now they, in contrast, not contrast, but for example, i.e. The Zen master Phil Jackson, he knew how to work with all of these different personalities, and part of the reason why they consider him such a great coach, right? And I'm saying that to say that you need that too in a situation with Jacques Vaughn. A lot of these guys are not quote unquote veterans or champions, and we've seen the success when we invested leadership in players with KD and Kyrie. I think we need to invest the leadership in the coach. So I agree with y'all, but I just don't think it don't need to be that heavy, baby. It for the players. The obligation for the leadership is on the coach, not the players, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
and it depends on what kind of players you have too. Because if you got a superstar, he needs to be a leader of the team. I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying?
Right now we don't have.
We don't have
that.
that.
Right now we don't have that. We got guys that.
Did you see how he answered the key to the city question?
Yeah, I seen how he answered.
No, not you, Big Priest. We watched it together. I know we.
Yeah, we watched it.
Yeah. You seen how he answered that, Big Priest?
Yeah.
How you thought he handled that question? It was like, yo, you the man on the team now. And get the keys to the city. Like how you?
I think he answered it like he's not used to being in that position.
Right.
So he's still trying to figure it out. But guys like LeBron, KD, Melo, these kind of guys, they came into the league like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They came into the league with that basically with that weight on their shoulders and being able to lift that weight a little bit. Some larger than others, obviously, but the way that I see our team and the way that I see this roster going into this season or in the foregone future, we're gonna win a lot of games by committee. That's how we got to win a lot of games, bro. Like we have to win a lot of games by committee, bro. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges may be the best player on our team. By far, it is what it is. But we're going to have to do this shit by committee. You don't pay. You don't pay Coach Jay Vaughn. You don't give Coach Jay Vaughn an extension without saying, "All right, listen, you're right about that. Him being the voice." But the thing is, he has to be the voice in terms. Is he going to be the voice of command, or is he going to be the voice of managing certain players' egos and certain emotions and shit?
We gotta see. I think this is his first time at it. To what you said, in the year that the Nets won the ABA championship, that's how they scored the ball, by committee. It was no dominant scorer like that besides Dr. J, respectfully. But other than that, there was like 4 or 5 double-digit scorers. And when I think about the roster we got, I'm look familiar. You know what I'm saying?
And think about like how versatile players is today, especially like the bench players and the role players. They way better than what they was in the yesteryears. Way better than they were. Okay. So my thing is like, yo, is Coach Jay Vaughn gonna be like the my way or highway type of guy, or are you gonna be like, all right, yo, we can use you in this sense. Okay, we're gonna use it in this sense. This, that, and the third. These are the things he got to learn because he got a way better team than what he had in Orlando on paper. A way better team. So my thing is just like, yo, is this going to be the season where you actually start seeing what guys could bring, or you going to be stuck in your old ways on that San Antonio shit, thinking, all right, yo, I need guys to play the way that I want them to play?
No, I think it's a little bit of both.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Big Priest. Expand on that. I just want to say this one thing. I like that replay in the huddle when he drew the play up for KD and KD said, nah, give it to Kyrie. If he can continue to be consistent and having that flexibility in those moments like that, because that was the last shot of the game and it was a game winner. If he could be flexible in moments, even if he don't agree, if he could at least hit a player in Mikal Bridges or even a Cam Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Just hit a player and see what they think about how we should approach the game, opposed to being a coach that's steadfast. It can't be no audibles. You gotta. I think collectively, Jacque Vaughn was a player, so respectfully, I think he would listen to a player because he was a player. It's not like he just was a coach, but he was never an NBA player. He was an NBA player, and he's a NBA coach now. And I think a lot of the talent that weren't great in the NBA, you could tell they still learned the game because there's not a lot of stellar players that were head coaches. Like, you see the head coaches,
yeah, of course.
They wasn't like the greatest player. Like,
of course.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think they understand better because they're watching
they watch
while the star they're watching more. That's why the star players is focusing on how to get them going.
Yeah.
And how to get and learning stuff on the fly, how to be a star player. They already know how everybody else can contribute 1 to 10.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? And this is why the Golden State Warriors. This is one of the reasons why the Golden State Warriors went to 5 straight NBA Finals, because you got a deep ass team. Everybody thought it was just Steph and just Clay and just Draymond, bro. It's about all of them finna together. They had some deep ass benches, bro. You don't remember Sean Livingston and Iggy? Yeah, that's the shit I'm looking for.
Leonardo Barbosa, David West. They had a whole bunch of guys.
And that's the shit I'm looking for over here. Fuck all these other teams. I'm sick and tired of Lakers fans talking to me. I'm sick and tired of Celtics fans talking to me, bro. I'm sick of them niggas, bro. I know y'all ain't, because y'all ain't in everything, but I'm all over the place. I'm sick and tired of them running their mouth.
Nah, I don't go over there.
Where the Lakers at? They got a D for fan base.
Listen. The way
all right, so hold on. Who you said? Who else you said? The Lakers fans and who else?
I'm talking about Lakers, Celtics, Sixers, Knicks especially. I'm sick and tired of hearing from them.
They all the way out of here.
Yeah. They all the way out of pocket. I'm sick and tired of them running their mouth, talking about they gonna do this. We just need to give up Mikal. The hell with them, bro. I'm sick of it. I'm done with
it. The Celtics got a C, but they bad still. We up there. We passed. We just
hell with the Celtics. What, bro?
I mean, they gonna be hamstrung. They got a lot of money tied up in a couple guys. We got financial flexibility.
JB, bro, like, yo, what? Listen, I'm sick and tired of these teams talking like these bullshit ass second place trophies mean something. As far as I'm concerned, bro, after every NBA season, there's one winner and 29 other fucking losers, bro. I don't need y'all talking to me about what y'all used to do.
And then when we talk about, because when especially me, when I talk about the J Kidd years and all this stuff, they say, "Oh, but y'all didn't win." So what if? So I'm like, but y'all talk all the time about not winning. You know what I mean? All
the time, bro.
And everybody knows if we was able to get Sacramento or somebody into that finals and not the fucking Kobe Shaq Lakers, like, come on, like.
Yeah, yo, but nah,
I think we were supposed to win the San Antonio year.
But we got rid of a couple guys to get in Mutombo to try to deal with Shaq, and that fucked the team up.
Yeah, that fucked the team up.
Yeah, we gotta be careful and I think that's why this was one of my favorite off seasons, because we ain't do nothing hasty, Kept it light. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Listen, and this is I'm not gonna lie. It's probably the most fun. The last 28 games was probably the most fun I had watching Nets basketball than anything, because I feel like with rosters like that, you can motivate them niggas easy, because there's nobody looking for. There's no expectations. There's no expectations. 1, 2. A lot of those guys are cast-offs as far as the NBA is concerned, because they've been told from their original teams, nah, you ain't the guy. Nah, you ain't the one we gonna move forward with. Nah, you ain't the one we gonna put the ball in the hands of. Nah, you ain't the thing is, that should be a chip on your shoulder already. Like one of the teams I followed outside of the Nets was the Utah Jazz, bro, because they played their ass off, bro, but they just fell into the long law of the NBA. That's the problem, bro. They was told to tank.
Games, man.
They was told to tank, and eventually they didn't get the memo until like late or whatever. So my thing is like, listen, the thing that I want for our team is the same thing that the Pistons had, where when they had their deep teams. When they had them Isaiah Thomas teams, I'm looking forward to that type of shit. I'm not looking forward to this bullshit, bro, about who we gonna play this. I'm looking forward, but listen, we gonna play the best player available. Priest, you said it weeks ago, bro. Like we gonna play the best nigga available, and that's that, and he gonna help us, and then we gonna go from there. Listen, if the best person available is Cam Thomas, I'm looking forward. I want to see him play, but the thing is, he still got a lot of shit to work on.
Yeah, I can't believe they botched that interview. Like, you fucking kid. Like, it was
because Gil is a fucking idiot.
I needed to see that shit, man.
Gil is an idiot, bro.
Yeah. Go to Next Kingdom if you want to see the full interview.
Oh yeah, it's here, yeah. The full interview?
Not everything, but like cover it.
Yeah. I seen a little clip they had. Hold up, I'm about to go to it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I follow Next Kingdom. Shout out to them. Shout out to Saint too. Shout out to AJ. Rage.
Of the mindset, the work ethic, how he got his shot off. So I said he was going to be good. It's just, sometimes our careers don't start off the way, we want them to, but it's never about, in real time. You still got to work, train, be professional, because you don't know who's looking, right? You don't know what team is looking, what team needs what. So you still have to go out there and just get better, right? Sometimes we get into I did it myself, right? I got depressed. I wasn't playing. I'm looking at players play. I technically mentally gave up, physically gave up, and you can't do it, right? You just got to keep working and working and working. And when they call your name, you ready. Shit, when they called your name, you was ready.
Yeah.
We can't take that. You was ready.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Had to be. Because we was like transitioning from like the super team to like, getting those guys out of there. Because that was when Kai got traded again, like the day after, and then K got traded like 2 days after. So it was like we was starting to transition a little bit. So I was like, shit, I mean, they gotta play me now. KD ain't playing, Kai ain't playing. So I'm like, hey, might as well go out there and kill.
Yeah.
See how calmly he said that? Yeah, kill her, bro.
Yeah. And the thing is, another thing I wanted to touch on, bro, like, you know how bad I'm looking forward to a roster like the one that we got, bro, to look like the 04 Pistons, bro? You know how bad I want to shove it in all of these superstar merchant face ass niggas, bro, that be talking to me.
Shout out to Next Kingdom.
Bro, I'm sick because the thing is, bro, you said it loud and clear. It's fanhood over here, bro, not fanboy shit. It's not, bro. That's not what we about. It's fanhood. Therefore, black and white and gray, we wear it. The second that you come over that bridge, you're gonna see them colors. That's what I want for us.
Facts.
That's what I want for us, bro. That's what I want for us, bro. I don't want that bullshit. Like, all right, yo, we gonna get this. We listen. We can rebuild. Listen, the hell with all of that.
Yeah, really,
we got players out there.
Yeah. Nah, that's what I'm saying.
I think we could be dominant as hell.
Yeah, no, seriously. I think the athleticism is there. I think the wingspan is there. And I think we benefit from not being the new flopping rule. Because we got a switched out defense and we got a lot of wingspan, we're going to benefit from teams trying to flop. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're one of the better defenses. I'm saying top
how many games do you think the Nets going?
Like 5, 6, 7. Fringe, like
between 40 and 45.
Listen, if everything go the way it's supposed to go, bro, I'm giving us 45 plus. Fuck that.
I'd say 43.
Yeah,
43 is nice.
I always try to be realistic because I don't want people to say fanboying and shit like that. So I say between 40 and 45, but it's potential for more.
Yeah,
call me fanboy all you want, bro. But when you finish the sentence, make sure it's fanhood. It's not fanboy. When you represent fanhood, is the unit. Everybody together. Facts. Everybody. And now the thing is, everybody want to follow more teams because everybody is this damn talent merchants all of a sudden. They like the niggas in the NBA draft. They just pick the highest talent merchant. Yo, he could go off.
All these dudes do is follow these players around nowadays. And it's just kind of weird. It's kind of like
stalkerish. Left and right. All right, cool.
It's kind of stalkerish that they just follow these players around. There's no real team allegiance. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of CSI.
CSI,
it's
yeah,
just fucking crazy.
CSI, federal agent, federal agent, sneaking
Yeah.
behind the desk, man. Private eye type shit, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
what
y'all
it is.
trying to
That's
I
what
mean, I
the
don't
letters
want to
on.
mess. I don't want to mess Breezy's stream up because I could say more. You know what I mean?
Nah,
But
Nah,
but
I'll do it. I'll do it. Shit.
yo, listen,
I'm
you
with it.
know,
I'm with
listen,
it.
what I will say to that is what I realized is I like the honesty of it. You feel what I mean? I don't like somebody getting caught out there and they're not honest with it. If you and again, one of the things that I learned too about players too is that teams get fans because fans was watching that player in college. So whatever team that player go to, now that fan is a fan of that team because of that player.
Right.
but look at me for instance, right? I'm a UConn fan for a college team, right?
But
But when Ray Allen got drafted, I didn't go to Milwaukee or Seattle or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I was a Nets fan at heart. So when he got drafted, I wish him all the best. You know what I'm saying? But he don't play for my squad in the NBA. So in the NBA, it's fuck Ray Allen. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit like that.
Exactly. And you know what? And I agree with it cold-heartedly, bro, because it's on that type of time. Like Vince was like my guy. I ain't gonna lie. The second that he got to the Nets, it was close to home. I'm like, yo, I'm riding with the Nets. That's it, bro. Like now I can get to ride with the Nets faithfully.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, because my guy is there, bro. I'm like, all right, I don't care how it went, if it go left or if it go right, I'm riding with this.
That's right. So no, hold on. I'm glad we're doing this because I care about this part of the show where we talk about, you know, how fans became fans. You know what I'm saying? And Vince Carter, before he came to the Nets, is one of the most exciting players.
Jesus
Christ. You know what I mean? When you think about
the most exciting at that time.
The most exciting player, bro. He might have been the most exciting player, bro. Top 5 one of the most exciting players in NBA history.
Barry, trust me, fans my age, 40 plus, like 30 plus in the high 30s, we set the bar so high because of players like Vince Carter, seeing him dunk over people in the U.S. And again,
dunk on Zoe. How about that game?
Like, think about it like this: before social media, right? Before things went viral, this dunk went viral. Like he dunked over a whole nother man.
Oh yeah.
In a USA game.
Yeah.
Like, he was one of the most exciting players when he was on the Nets with Kid. That type of alley.
When he was on the Nets and we played the Heat and he smashed Alonzo Mourning, met him at the rim, cocked that bitch, bang. You know what I mean? Those kind of things. But go ahead, Breezy. But those are the kind of things that you know what I mean, that you talk about seeing. When you see Drazen go for 40, you know what I'm saying? I think one game versus the Bulls, he was going head to head with Glock for Glock with Mike. Drazen Petrovic.
Yep. He was talking shit. Give me the ball, yo. I'm taking him.
Yo, hold on, Leaf. You can send this. We could clip this and we could send this to Chill. Somebody at Poll, you know, I watch the show. I try to be on the show as much as I can. Shout out to Chill for Chill. And but it was his show that, you know, the one he does. And I heard somebody say, "Oh, you know who you think was better, Manu or Drazen Petrovic?" And it was an unfair assessment because Drazen
Petrovic died at 22, 23.
Right, from 80
before
to 80.
Time.
Right, before 80 to 80, in 80 to 89, he played in the Euro Leagues. And that's 9 seasons of basketball. And
he didn't play that long because he died when he was 23.
He only played about 5 years over.
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is in the NBA, he only played about 5 years. Before he got to the NBA, he played 9 years. In the Euro
no, I don't think it was that long, unless you're talking about like Sabonis.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about Drazen Petrovic. They went on Chill they was talking to Chill, and they said, "Oh, who you think better, Manu?" They was talking about international players, and he said, "Who you think better, Manu or Drazen?" And they gave it to Manu.
Manu Ginobili?
Unfair debate.
Ginobili.
It was an unfair debate because Manu had most of his NBA career, or all of his NBA career. I mean, basketball career, professional basketball career in the NBA.
Manu Ginobili was nice though.
But nah, Ginobili was nice overseas
but
too.
It wasn't a fair assessment because you first off you contrasting the whole career. What Manu having how many seasons with the NBA? 15 to 5.
No, he played 5 years. Leaf was right. He played from 84 to 89.
Right.
84 to 89. Where in the EuroLeague?
Yeah, he played in Sabona 84 to 88 and Real Madrid 88 to 89.
Okay, before that he played professional ball though, right?
Yeah. And he died at 28.
Right. Okay, so Manu Ginobili played into what, his 30s, right?
No, 40.
See what I'm saying?
Like 39, 40, I think.
Right. Come on, man.
I mean, but here's the thing. I think Ginobili, in terms of player to player, I think Ginobili like added more to like what players use in the game today. The Euro step, you got that from him. Come on, bro. Like the side steps and all of that.
But Petrovic didn't even get to the problem that I have when we make these kind of, especially when guys die young. We can't, so we can make that debate about who's better, Len Bias or Michael Jordan. But we ain't never seen him in the league, so we can't really do that because when a guy dies young, you know what I'm saying? His full career wasn't over. He didn't retire and then die.
Man. Right. Like, a lot of cats. I was having a conversation with an older gentleman. He was telling me about Reggie Lewis from the Celtics.
Right.
And like Reggie, I ain't gonna lie, Reggie Lewis, bro, he might have been Kevin Durant before Kevin Durant, bro. He was like that.
Like, I'm gonna check up on him too. I'm gonna see.
Reggie Lewis for the Celtics, bro. Like he
he was nice.
He was good. He was on his way, bro. Like he was on his way to like having some like breakout years. He had cardiac arrest. He had heart problems, and he eventually passed too.
Okay.
Yeah. So because he had fell on the court one time, and then the next game, he came out, played. He scored like the first 10 points. They subbed him out, and the doctors came down with the test, with the previous test, and they said he had a irregular heartbeat or some shit like that, and then eventually he passed.
Right. Hold on. All right. So respect to that. Shout out to rest in peace to what's his name? Rashard Lewis.
Reggie Lewis.
Rest in peace to Reggie Lewis.
Rest in peace to Reggie Lewis. Rest in peace. Another name you might know is Hank Gabbers.
I know that name. Yeah.
Hank Gabbers. Hank Gabbers had cardiac. These dudes, they was on their way.
Now hold on,
like,
man. This dude CWE, he's such a goddamn hater.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
CWE KD.
I seen him on Big Tone chat. But hold on. I just wanted to ask the 2 questions before I forget. Y'all say he was on his way, and again, Petrovic, he was 28. So my question is, what years do you think prime usually starts? Generally,
prime starts about
24 to like 32.
I say
depending on the person.
Mid-20s.
That's the best basketball. 24 to 32.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's fair to say that Cam Thomas ain't close to his prime yet.
No.
Not even close.
He just became legal to drink, bro. Like, come on, he ain't nowhere near that shit.
All right, cool. All right, so that was my question. Like the years, and y'all said from 20. That's a good assessment. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking mid-20s too.
Yeah.
And if you're great for real, then it's like your young 20s.
I put it to you this way, bro. Like, look, Giannis, Giannis, Joker, they in their primes right now.
Yeah, and Luka.
But Luka not in his prime yet. Luka's still young.
He's fringe prime.
Yeah, Luka's still young. So Giannis and Joker, they're in their primes. KD, Steph, LeBron, they're past their primes. They're past.
He fringe.
Yeah, they just still contributing, but they're past their primes. Trust me, bro. Like once you get in the mid-30s, at past 32, 33, and you on like time scale, you basically like going against time. Like Steph just turned 34. Steph turned 35 this season.
Yeah.
KD turned 35 this season. LeBron turned 40.
Yeah, that's crazy. LeBron's about to be 40.
Exactly. I wanted to hear what he was going to say about CWE. Hold on, let me watch this clip real quick.
Like really everything. Really, when my rookie year, K told me just like I'll always get closer to the hoop because sometimes when you first come in, you take like long twos, long middies, and then he like told me just try to get in like the paint area to get to your middies because it's always there honestly. So he was like start from inside out because kids now they try to go 3 ball, then to the hoops. He will, you know, because K got like an old school game as far as like inside out middies, pull ups, and then he'll go out to three. You know, because K don't shoot a lot of threes for real, like, you know, like everybody doing to get today's game. So I mean, that's really the main thing. And Kai is just Kai, man. Left hand, right hand, hand. You know, he got everything, literally everything. So it's like, you know, I learned so much from them, and you know, they really helped me in my career so far.
So let me piggyback on that. So you believe that KD and Kai helped you become a better player, just watching them, being around them, even that what you just said, that little bit of information that KD, did that help you become a better player?
Oh no, I mean, really just, you know, it's just good info to know about the league, because you know, coming in, you don't really know too much about the league. Really, you're not really prepared. Really, especially when I came in, it was like coach.
Like basically, I already knew that already, but good looking. Know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what, bro?
He's been getting buckets though.
Look. Listen. Right now, I think Priest hit it on the money, bro. Like when he said it last time, he was like, "Yo, this upcoming training camp is going to be one of the most closely watched upcoming training camps, bro. Like as far as like potential on this team and what guys can contribute to this team. It's going to be very, very closely watched, bro. Like, and it's going to be to the point where it's like, okay, yo, bro, like, yo, we need to put him in a rotation. Yo, we need to run this. We need to figure out how to stop this and have an answer for this. Most of the thing about like when you watching the team so closely, you forget you forget a little bit about personnel, and you start figuring like personnel, like wise what you could do to affect games in your own way. So the thing is, we don't have nobody that could stop a Giannis. But the thing is, do people have we don't have nobody that can stop a Giannis or a Joker. But here's the thing: do we have does anybody in the league have anybody one-on-one on their bench that can stop a Cam Thomas? Or because does anybody have anybody at the two on a roster that one-on-one that can stop Mikal when he gets going? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is just like, with all of these things in place, we have the opportunity to run such a deep roster and put everything and put the right pieces in place and put everything in place to where we could really run the gauntlet, bro. Like, and we could be one of those teams. The way that I see us, bro, is the way that I see the way I saw the 2004 Pistons.
Oh,
didn't
nah,
have no
no.
stars. Didn't have none of that.
Nah, hell no. Hell no.
No.
You just saying hell no. You just saying hell no. I'm just talking. No. See, Barry, you saying hell no. You thinking about championship. I'm saying it, bro. Just thinking about personnel.
2003 to 2004, 2004 to 2005.
Bro, 2004 Pistons team, their defense was crazy, bro. I don't know about that.
That's how I see us.
Nah.
That's how at the end of this year, that's how I see us. Listen, you could call me crazy all day, bro. Like, but that's how I see us.
I disagree on that one.
Yeah, that's how I see us.
So the team he talking about, they had the second best defense. They held teams to 95 points.
Yeah, bro.
4 points, second out of 20. 29. You already know that. But in the record they had was a 54-28 record. So if we playing, that's terrific. That is.
Yeah, bro.
Immaculate defense if we doing that. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, man. Shit. They got through the Nets that season. They beat us.
They did.
We took them to 7 games.
They finally got through the Nets that season. Once they got Rasheed, they picked up Rasheed at the trade deadline, it was off to the races. So yeah, definitely. I do remember that year, bro. Like they defensively they set the tone. I don't remember them having a bench like we had, bro. Like in terms of like personnel on the bench. I mean, they might have had Okor, maybe Corliss Williamson, a couple of other dudes. Man, I can remember on top. But I remember them having the deep bench that I knew we had, bro. Like the older Pistons teams, I remember them having a deep team. Like,
what?
Joker
Stopper? Who?
The Joker stopper. That's what Iceman said.
Ben Simmons? Hell no.
Ben Simmons plays the best defense
all the
on
jokes.
Joker.
Ain't nothing, but it's not
Stop
funny.
it, bro. Stop it, bro.
He stopped
I mean,
Stop
see,
it, bro.
that's that advanced stat shit, bro. I got to see it to believe it, bro. Like, listen. I'm
Bro,
not saying. Look, I will say this:
He gonna
Ben
come out with a
Simmons.
t-shirt and say
the
stop all
Joker
the
keep Ben
jokes.
Simmons on him. That's
No. But I will say this: Ben Simmons has guarded Joel very well, bro. Like in the last couple of games that he played.
bro. We talking about Joel to Joker. I'm talking Joker.
Joker is different, bro. Like that's a different dynamic, bro. Like I don't know what you do to stop Joker. Like, do you limit his assists? Do you limit the,
Yo,
I don't.
different. Man, I ain't gonna lie, he's different, bro.
Yeah. Joker is. We talking about the Finals MVP. That's what we talking about when we talking about Joker. We aim it a little bit too high.
And two-time MVP.
And two-time MVP. Yes, this is who we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We talking about somebody. We talking about somebody. Had he would have won a third straight MVP with this Finals MVP, we would be talking about him totally different.
Yeah, Joker is different, bro.
Yes. So my thing is listen. We got the pieces in place. Ben Simmons' health is looking okay. Now it's time to like get on the court, just get straight to basketball. We don't have no anti-Semitic issues. We don't have no KD issues. We don't have no Kyrie issues. We don't have no James Harden issues, bro. Like we got strictly basketball issues. We could put a game plan together. We could put scouting together, scouting other teams together. We could put all of that together on the court, and we could just put it out there and see what we got. Yeah, but I gotta charge this phone. But I'm gonna probably go live tonight. Breeze, because I gotta talk about that fucking contract. I'm gonna just talk a lot of shit tonight, man, on my shit. But
all right, tag me.
Even
if you don't tag me, well, just tell me right now what time you going on.
I don't even know. Like probably about like I say sometime before 9 ish, man. Like because I ain't gonna do nothing too late, but I'm gonna just be wilding out tonight.
All right, I'm gonna look for you.
All right, yeah, definitely, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all.
All right, bro.
Shout out to Leaf 4788 on YouTube, on Twitter. I put a clip with me and him up earlier. He was talking about the contract, and he's serious about it. He said he about to talk about it later tonight, huh?
Whose contract he's talking about?
Jaylen Brown from the Celtics.
Oh, okay.
And I was just on there saying, like, you know, we ain't gotta worry about that as Brooklyn Nets fans. We off that. You know what I'm saying? So I was happy about that. But me honestly,
when y'all gonna have the fans game again next month?
Yeah.
Or y'all just gonna choose a day?
I spoke to T-Tom about it. We're trying to choose like mid-August, like maybe the 19th or something. We ain't picking an exact date. We just thinking about the 12th and 19th. We toggling, but we not.
I hope y'all don't pick a day when it's too hot though, cause I ain't coming.
That's one thing we don't have control over. I know it's gonna be hot. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna go to the park. I went to the store. I'm like, nah, I ain't going to the park right now.
I'm about to go to a tournament soon, so.
Oh, for real? Where the tournament at?
In the Bronx.
Damn.
Yeah.
If y'all get it on video, I'll recap it. I'm saying
I'm gonna go live. You gonna see it?
Go live? Yeah, I'm gonna recap it. We can recap it. I mean, big fan Breezy with the I don't even know what you call that tournament. What you planning to do though? What you think your team gonna do?
Huh?
In the tourney, what you think your team gonna do?
We're gonna win for sure today.
Oh, y'all playing today?
Yeah, at 7.
Oh, all right. Shout to Barry, man. I hope you have an injury-free, good game.
Yeah.
And that's what's up, man. So you start?
No, I come off the bench.
Okay, your team nice?
Yeah, they nice. I got a good team.
So how you feel about not starting? You feel like you should start, or are you cool with?
Nah, for me, some players want to be star players. So feel me? I'm a team player. I don't really care about that.
Okay. So what about your minutes? You get a lot of minutes?
Yeah, I do.
So that's, in my opinion, what's most important.
Yeah.
It's how many minutes you play. It's more than 5 players on a team, so everybody can start.
Yeah.
But if you get in minutes, I think that matters the most. What position you play, bro?
Shooting guard.
Oh, all right, that's what's up. Oh, that's how you disrespected. I was leaving you open. Like, yo, you must not know. Like, okay, I respect it.
You don't want this smoke, man.
Nah, you did. You definitely knocked down that jumper, man.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
man, I'm just recapping the game. I ain't trying to compete with you right now, but it's coming. Pause. If we trying to do it on,
Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all gotta defend me and
you gotta
Cal.
realize we could get wrecked too. Sometimes I could just pull up on a day where everybody don't pull up, but just maybe the main guys will pull up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or we'll set a date for maybe 2 guys, and we ain't gotta be there. They just set the camera up, and we could recap.
Oh yeah, you could do that for sure.
Like, yeah, well, we gotta talk. You know, me and Barry actually been, you know what I mean, working on this. Like he's with me with the whole fan game. Like he helps with it, help push it. He's sending out stickers the other day. I even said thank you to him on Saturday before the show went off. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Barry.
I gave all of them out.
Yeah, nah, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, we actually got a few more subscribers, so
yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? That's Armani Brooks right there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a shooter, yeah. I'm seeing the highlights right now.
Yeah,
I saw him in summer league, yeah. He could shoot.
Yeah, I think that's his game, and I think that's why we was comfortable, you know what I'm saying? We letting go, you know, the 3 players we let go, you know, and Seth Curry, Joe Harris, and Patty Mills.
Patty Mills, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna whatever they were doing production wise. I think we could get out of Armani Brooks. I think we could get 2 3-pointers out of Armani Brooks a game.
Yeah,
get knocked down 2 3-pointers.
Got a lot of guards though.
We do. But I don't. But so okay. So when you think about a team and you structure a team, how many guards you think supposed to be in the team? Now, remind you, it's more of a 10-man rotation. In a 10-man rotation, how many guards you think should be? You know what I'm saying in that rotation?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of guards?
I said combo guards, 2 combo guards and 1 point.
Okay. It looked like Armani Brooks is
combo, yeah.
Definitely a combo guard.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying we could have him run point a little bit, because if you leave him open, like you gotta stay with him. So you can't double somebody like Mikal Bridges or something like that. And that's what we need. We need role players that you don't necessarily have to create your own shot, but if they double the star player, you make them pay. You know what I'm saying? You make them pay, and I think that's the name of the game for the
probably. If y'all get Hero, y'all be unstoppable though.
Side of the ball, huh?
I think if y'all get Hero, y'all be like in the 5th.
Like you said, we got too many guards. Hero's a good player, he might fit, but they go against what the Brooklyn Nets is trying to do. And they basically not trying to take no big contracts. That's why they get vet minimums. And
he don't got a big contract though.
Yes, he do. That's 27 a year, bro. We already giving Dinwiddie, DFS, and Ben Simmons bread. Wow, you know what I mean? So, you know, I think they done. They just.
But if you get Hero, if you get Hero, Spencer probably get traded though.
Maybe, but I don't expect Hero to have as many assists as Dinwiddie. I don't expect him to involve other players. And that's at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, do we need Dinwiddie? Do the Brooklyn Nets need Dinwiddie to facilitate more than we need Hero to play make? You know, and we need somebody to facilitate, because when you think about the Brooklyn Nets, who else gonna facilitate? Even though Bridges is talking that, you know, triple double shit, bro. He ain't known for that, and we can't take him away of too much of what he already doing. Like, we need him to continue what he's doing, not evolve into a totally different player. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, just because out of necessity, or you know what I mean, we need my God, him Witty. Nah, man, spin Witty. I'm trying to win Witty. We need him to, you know what I'm saying, play basketball, and we need DFS to knock down that 3 ball. If DFS and can make you pay for doubling Dinwiddie, because Dinwiddie's a downhill player, we're gonna shake the building, man.
Yeah, what he said in the comment, what Iceman said,
have a good home record for real.
What Iceman said, so playing against Denver, are you gonna put Joker? Bro.
Yeah, he said so.
Joker's
Playing
a
against
better player than Embiid, bro.
put on Joker playing against Philly. Who are you going to put on Embiid on the Nets?
Bro.
You want to answer that question?
Embiid is not, bro. He's a good player, but he's not a playmaker as Joker. Joker's different, bro.
I gotta give Joker credit for the fact that he just won a championship.
Yeah,
and
bro.
When it come down to defense, I think it's gonna be done by committee. I don't think we just got one player to stop one player. I was joking calling Ben Simmons the Joker stopper, but maybe
hell no. What? Hell no. He's
I don't think that the switch defense is the style for one player to lock another player down. That's not what the switch defense is for. That's actually backwards what the switch defense is. We just got to make sure you don't switch and got Seth Curry or Patty Mills in the post. And I think that's why we traded them away too. I'm surprised we got that much for Patty Mills. Patty Mills was the talk of the town.
Yeah.
Traded away mad stuff. What you think you're gonna do tonight though, Barry?
For me?
Yeah, how many points you think you're gonna score?
I'll say 8 to 10 points.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Nah, that's dope though. What about your defense?
Oh yeah, my defense is on. My defense is on Pat. On what they call his name? Patrick Beverly.
Okay. All right, so you be playing it. That's how you get your minutes. So you think you slow down the opposing team offense?
For sure.
Okay.
You ain't scoring no buckets on me. You're gonna get fouled.
So you get an impactful 8 to 10 points because the player that you're guarding is not scoring at all.
Yeah, facts.
Or if he does, it's at a bad percentage, a bad shooting
percentage. If he's open, he probably and I can't get out to him. Brooks is not a stumble guard.
Maybe not, but I seen he could shoot, and again, I know you can't leave him open, and I seen him hit clutch shots. He's serviceable. He may not be that exactly, but he's serviceable.
Yeah, I like his game.
Wow.
You know who I don't like on the Nets?
Yeah, I know. Shout out to Jay from BK. He said, love the excitement about a guy with no chance of making a team. If he does, that is a disaster on many levels. Undrafted rookie is older than Cam, Day-Day, DDJ, Jalen Wilson, Darius Baisley, and the same age as Clax.
Yeah.
At a potential star center. The Brooklyn Nets act. I don't know, man. I like this guy getting minutes on our team. I don't know if I agree with Jay from BK. I think he could get minutes. I think it's an 82-game season, and you find a way to play all these players.
Yeah.
If you could fit them on a roster, if you just out of the preventing putting stress on a player, like back-to-back situations. If you got a game, 2 games, and it's a back-to-back, and you don't get a day's rest. This is where these guys come. You know what I'm saying? You need these guys. This is where they come in handy. This is exactly where you need them when on back-to-back situations. So that way you don't burn out your best players, especially for the playoffs. And trust me, we've seen it happen as Nets fans. But yeah, man. I hope my guy Barry has a good game, man.
Sir.
Word. Sean. Oh man, they called him. Kingdom called him the minimum champion. They call Sean. They cooking Sean Marks.
They don't like Sean Marks at all.
Yeah, that's Kingdom funny for that. What can I say to that? Listen, less is more. I'm glad we weren't hasty in the off season. I'm glad. I appreciate the fact that they just trying to grab hold of the wheel. Like, all right, let me get this back right. You know what I'm saying? And the GM got to do GM things. We can't let players do GM things. And I think that's one of the. It's good, but the minimum champion, I can't take away from the hilarity of that shit. That shit is fun. But yeah, I like the moves that the Brooklyn Nets made, man. I'm not gonna front. But yeah, man, Ben Simmons is healthy. What you got to say about that?
Let's see.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
I can't. The words is just words. I want to see on the court.
Yeah, that's not until October. That's wow, man. And you playing basketball until the NBA starts. Shout out to Barry, man. I tell you, basketball for forever, man.
Facts.
Sure. So when you started playing basketball, Barry?
I'll say when I was like 14, 15.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
How you got introduced to it? You just went to the park one day? Like what
Yeah, I
happened?
went to the park. I was like, yo, I just want to play ball. I was trash though. I started getting better like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So making the team was pretty big then.
Yeah.
Okay. So this team is notoriously known for being a good team, good
Yeah.
basketball.
That's why I signed up. I was like, well, yeah, I'm playing with this team.
That's
I don't
what's
got to do too much. I just play defense and get a couple buckets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So well, I know KD is your favorite player.
Yeah.
But tell me why he's your favorite player.
Because he can score.
Okay. Okay, and you kind of know how hard it is to score like in real life.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, yo, in real life it's hard to score,
Yeah,
man.
it's different, bro. That's why I said I don't know how these NBA players do it. I'd be tired as hell. I'm like, yo, hell no.
Right in the fourth quarter too, clutch
Yeah.
shots.
And the worst thing is like getting cramps, bro. I'm like, nah, I can't deal with that. Getting cramps is the worst, bro.
Yeah, serious, man. And then I think,
bro, play at least 6 games and you'll see.
Yeah, no, I seen Cam Thomas answer the question like that. He said the main thing he doing is conditioning his body to play 82 games because in college they don't play that many games. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of games.
And don't forget the new shit, the tournament.
What you think about that? You like that?
No, I don't like that. But I feel like they just gonna be playing more games. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
I guess the NBA wants more views now.
Yeah, probably so. But I don't think that's a good way to advance the NBA. I think that when you contrast players that had their whole career without it, and you add this to the debate whether they said that they better than a player that never had the NBA any season tournament.
Yeah,
I think it don't hold no weight.
I mean, I get you could be, but you're gonna get a chip though if you win.
What do you mean you're gonna get a chip?
It's like a chip, a championship.
Oh, man. That's like a practice championship. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. I think the flopping thing that changed the NBA this season is one of the better things that happened to make the NBA.
Can't flop no more.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, but I'm a fan of the new flopping thing because a lot of times fans feel like the refs be doing too much, and I think the fans and the refs would get on the same page because the rules are different. Now that the rules are a little different, where they paying attention to this kind of thing with the flopping, and then before that they did the Trae Young, James Harden initiating the foul on the offensive player. But year to year they making the refs better as far as rules they supposed to follow, and I think that makes a better NBA or a better professional basketball too. And it's just your opinion, when you playing, do you feel like it's like a sweeter win when your team won by like points instead of like a free throw at the end of the game?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's better like when it's not a foul, bro, like
I know what you're saying.
Straight up defense, like you say you're a defensive player. So like you playing straight up defense and you ain't foul this player.
Yeah, fact.
They call a foul and he goes to the
that's the worst.
Like you don't want that, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like you want them to be able to, you know what I mean, place. You want the ref to let you play defense. You don't just want to make it easy on the offense. You know what I mean?
And bail them out,
So you can't hand check. So you really gotta have what, good footwork for good defense.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. What about charges? You good at drawing charges?
Oh no, I don't take charges. Nah.
What about steals? How you
Oh
doing?
yeah, I get steals.
Okay. Okay. Oh, you said that fast. Like you good at that?
Yeah, I'm good at steals.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up, man. Yo, man, I wanna talk to you after the game, man. Let me know
Oh,
what
I bet.
happened. You know what I'm saying? Word. I'm glad you pulled up. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Reggie
Mhm.
Adventures. He's talking about Brick Simmons, man. If he come back healthy, the starting point guard, listen, man, I don't know how this gonna play out. It's gonna be different.
I don't know, cause Spencer did he want to run point too?
Yeah, he do, but I don't think he got it on lock for it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he got it on lock. But it's early, and I don't want to say that we're gonna start the season with this roster. But from what I'm hearing, if we just keep it like this, yeah, I give us those 40, 45 wins. I think we are a competitive team.
Yeah.
It's everything that Jock Vaughn wanted. You know what I'm saying? What more could you ask for in the healthy Ben Simmons? Iceman said Cam said he was gassed in one of those 3 games he went off in. Yo, I didn't even see that part.
All right, I see that part.
I didn't see that part, man. I need to see that whole interview. That's a fact. And I want to know because it'd be the first interview that I ever seen of him outside of like in the middle of a game at halftime.
Yeah.
Like I seen that before, but like just a real interview, that was the first one. And I got the clip where I was asking Gil, I was asking him about it. Hold on, let me try to find it. Because I definitely put it on my page. Hey,
So, Breeze, I'm gonna holler at you though, cause I'm about to leave out. You heard?
all right, yo, holla at me later.
All right, bet.
All right, later, Barry. Yeah, shout out to Barry. I hope you have a good game, man. Facts. I hope you have a good game. Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Oh, I could play the clip with me and Reggie. I got clips too, man. I got clips too. Oh, where's that? I really want to see that though. I'm just talking hoops, man. I'm just talking hoops, man. Where's that? Yeah. Damn, I got all these clips too. Nah, this is not that far back. I did this recently. This 8 months ago. Hold on. Damn, that nice. This it? Nah. Is that it? Oh, here you go. There you go.
We got a big fan Breezy, man, and Jason Brown. They both been waiting a minute, man. They hopped in, man. Salute. My apologies for not getting y'all up sooner. Big fan, what's good?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm enjoying the conversation, so I wasn't tripping while I was waiting, man. Shout out to FYF Sports Debate and shout out to Gil, man. Shout out to the panel too, man.
Salute, man. Appreciate it.
But what I wanted to ask, and I feel like Agent Zero is the perfect person to ask. I got an issue with the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, but they got my guy Cam Thomas deep on the bench. And what I wanted to speak on was, I kind of wanted to hear your perspective on it. Just the talent and how sometimes they don't get to exhibit their talent. And they, in my opinion, Cam Thomas can score with the best of them. When you look at that draft class, that first season, he was in conversations with scoring 20 points or more 10 times that season with draft picks 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 10. and he was the number 27 draft pick, what gave me confidence as a fan that he would get more minutes in this season. But that didn't happen. So what I'm asking Agent Zero, what I'm asking Gil is just the player development side of basketball. Once all of this talent gets to the NBA, do you think that I'm over exaggerating that he should be getting minutes, or sometimes the teams should focus more on their draft pick, even if it's a high draft pick, not like a 1 through 5?
Okay, so I know him personally because I seen him when he was going into the draft. I watched him train. He got that thing on him. Like he knows that kid knows how to fucking put that ball in the basket. I watched him every fucking morning, him and his moms. Every morning, he put that work in. When he got time, he put that work in. Like when he actually got put on the court and said, hey, do you? He did himself. Sometimes it's more than just a game. Sometimes it's behind the scenes stuff, like him and the coach might not get along. He might have an attitude. He just might be that dude that just nobody likes in the locker room, right? Yeah. We don't know what the situation is, but there's guys on teams that can go that don't get in that game, right?
One more question. Do you think that he should start for the Brooklyn Nets? It's a two-part question. Do you think he should start for the Brooklyn Nets over Dorian Finney-Smith? My God, pardon my language. And do you think that if he was on a different NBA team that he would start?
Yeah, when I traded, when Kyrie and KD left, he's my starter. I don't give a shit what position he's starting because I need to develop him. So all this should be telling you is they're going to get rid of him. They're going to try to package him, get him. So it must be something that's internal versus his skill set, right? Sometimes these motherfuckers just take shit personal and they will let you rot before you get your bag. But with a team like that, he should have been playing, getting those games under his belt so you can really see the development of your young guy. And sometimes that should just be personal with these guys because, you might have called the coach something, did something wrong, and he's like, man, fuck you, I'm cool. They'd rather lose games than they'd rather lose games by not playing you than looking weak to you.
I understand. I don't like it, but I understand that. And
he's a starter in this NBA, yes.
Now, I'll leave off saying thank you, FYF Sports Debates. Thank you, Gil. Shout out to the panel. And I'll say you're right, Gil, because we were 13-15 with 28 games left after the trade deadline. And in my, my fan theory, is that we would have had a better record, above 500 record if Cam Thomas got to be in that starting lineup with those last 28 games. But, yo, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, basketball, I mean, really from the college level on up.
See?
It's about if coaches prioritize you. If you're just in the wrong team, I don't care how good you are. If you're just in the wrong team.
Oh, yeah, believe me now, man. Telling you, man. Even Gil know. That's why he should have got that interview. That made sense. Hold on, it was something else I wanted to look at. Oh yeah, somebody left a comment. Oh yeah, that was Iceman. Shout out to you. You right there. He said, look, Claxton played his best basketball next to Ben Simmons, so it's not a problem for them to play at the same time. Bridges did not take a shot at Cam. Excuse me. What he said was facts about scoring 40 and not winning. They do that to everybody. I look at it like they was trying to put him in the thinking side of the game. Cam has come off the bench and scored 20 points with less shots and been beneficial in a few games, so he can do it. And the elite score, and he is an elite scorer. He can score with Donovan Mitchell and anybody else. That's the top player in the league. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Iceman, man. That comment was fire, man. I told you I'm gonna read it when I see it. Word. But yeah, man. I appreciate y'all. that's pretty much it, man. I don't want to put too much hype around it, but I'm glad we got to speak on it. The Nets fans is optimistic about, you know, the Brooklyn Nets roster right now. So that's good. And I'm happy it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Um, yeah. So until next time, man, you know, I'll chop a little bit later, you know. Hopefully, hopefully everybody stays safe and play basketball when you can and watch basketball when you can. I love it, man. Be sincere to basketball, man. Peace.
Big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B